I laid in my bed that night, unable to sleep. The image of that flaming figure was burned into my mind and would not let me rest. I had asked Suma about it, and she asked some of the other officials from the temple, but no one had any answers. I thought back to our conversation after we left the temple. We were both shaken and concerned. How did you know what it meant when it asked for a name? I asked Suma. Fluttering beside me, she landed on the shoulder that now bore a strange tattoo. I just had a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. All I know is that the pairing worked. I can now summon you whenever I need. And we can talk to each other between worlds, Suma said. How do you know? Is it the tattoo thing? I asked, pointing my free hand at the markings. Yes, she nodded her head. Can I ask you something? Why did you choose the name Sentinel? Or better yet, where did you even hear that word? I wondered. Sentinel. It means Great One. I thought it fit, she said. Our world has that word too, you know. It basically means guardian or watcher, I told her. And I was right. It does fit, she said. It had been hours since Suma sent me back to my world, dropping me right back in the middle of my kitchen. I checked my watch as soon as I arrived, then checked the alarm clock in my room. There was a massive difference between the two. I had been gone for 2 or so hours, but according to the clock in my room, no time had passed. Thoughts kept racing through my mind. How am I supposed to beat something like a Borog if I'm not armed? What if I'm summoned to fight in a war, and I get someone killed because I'm not strong enough? I stayed awake all night long, trying to answer these questions and more. But the only conclusion I came to was this. I can't ever be caught with my pants down. I began researching different ways to fight different kinds of animals, and the best ways to treat wounds in as many circumstances as I could think of. I made a list of supplies for everything from first aid to close quarters combat that was legal to own in my country. Shy of moving to America, where I could probably get an AK-47 at Walmart, I needed a surefire way to deal with as many situations as possible. My eventual conclusion was that I needed something that I could quickly convert into a weapon after I was summoned, or learn how to manufacture the weapon in the other world so that I could keep it there. The conversion seemed easier, so I pulled up a 3D modeling program to help me design it. The sunlight poured into my room from the outside, just as I put the finishing touches on my design. In the course of 4 hours, I had gone through 7 ideas and attempted to build mock versions of them out of what I had lying around. I decided on what was essentially a kind of folding knife that could attach to a collapsible rod. I looked at my clock and decided that I could finish my project later, since it was my day off work. Just as I laid down to sleep, I heard Suma's voice in my head. I summon you, Sentinel! A magic circle formed on my bed around my body, and I slowly began to disappear. I reached out and grabbed a pajama shirt and trousers just before my hand disappeared. Hey, congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. This is the part of the video where I just let the Patreon names scroll on by. Big shout out to them guys, seriously. They support me. I love them a whole lot. At the moment, there's not that many of you. So, bye.